Well, hi, and welcome to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection since 1991. Today is Monday, July 17th. I'm Pete Connor, your host, and we're going to be, among other things, a little crazy today. We'll talk about that in just a second. But first up, we're going to have Dr. Amy Swain from Amy Swain Hearing Centers. And then we're going to find out about Owatonna Crazy Days for 2017 with our guests Kate Harthan and Cindy Stelter. So, as a reminder, we appreciate your input about what you'd like to see on Owatonna today. And if you do have a person who is in your mind in need of some recognition, or if you have an event that needs some publicity, why don't you let us know about that so we can include you in an upcoming show. Contact us at owatonnatoday@charter.net or by calling Leanne at 390-5751. Now we're going to take a quick break for some messages from our sponsors, and we'll be right back with Dr. Amy. So please don't go away.
Hi, I'm Dr. Beth Giltvet.
And I'm Dr. Nick Vincelli of Horizon Eye Care.
We want you to see what you love and love how you see. We're proud sponsors of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. And we are here at Amy Swain Hearing Centers. Hi, Amy.
Hi, how are you?
Good, good. Good to see you again. You had some great information that you wanted to share with us today about reluctance of people to come in to get their hearing tested.
Yes.
Why is that?
Well, I think there's a stigma related to hearing loss and feeling like you're getting old. So people don't want to come in and have their hearing tested. Studies show on average people wait about 7 years. Even though they know they have a hearing loss, they wait about 7 years to come in and talk to somebody about getting a hearing aid. Some of that probably is due to the cost of hearing aids. They think that the hearing aids are going to be outrageously expensive. I know that several people that have come into my office have said, I've gotten much higher quotes for hearing aids elsewhere, so I know my prices are in that ballpark that people can afford. But what I don't think people realize is a couple of things. Hearing aids can start at about $450 a piece.
Okay.
The market is changing so that they're trying to get more people to accept hearing aids and to get hearing aids, and part of it has been the price point. So a person can get a set of hearing aids for $900. Eventually that's going to even drop a little bit more, I would imagine. But the high-tech ones are still going to be available. So what I mean by that is you're still going to be able to find a set of hearing aids for $5,000 or $6,000, but those are going to have all kinds of features. Like if you have an iPhone, you're going to be able to accept your phone calls from your iPhone. You pick up your iPhone, hit the answer button, you hear the conversation in your ears.
Through your hearing aids.
Yep.
Okay.
They have on the app, they even have a thing where you can stream your music. So if you listen to Pandora or anything like that, you're going to be able to listen to the music while you exercise through your hearing aids. There's also a nice app. I mean, this is amazing. You can do this with or without hearing aids, but there's an app called iTranslate.
Ooh.
And you download that, and if you have a set of hearing aids that work with your iPhone, you can have somebody that's speaking a different language. They can talk into your iPhone, and it translates it for you.
Automatically.
So, traveling the world, I mean, hey.
Man, that is really amazing.
Well, I'm thinking next time I go to Europe or Mexico or something like that, I might just pop in a set of hearing aids just so I can hear the conversations at the pool next to me. Absolutely.
Find out if they're talking about you.
Yeah. Another thing that some of those higher end hearing aids have, they have features such as if you lose your hearing aid, you can open up the app and find out where the hearing aid was the last time a battery was working in it.
Okay, that would be wonderful for my father. Because
Absolutely.
He sometimes when he goes to bed at night, he doesn't necessarily remember to take his hearing aids out, or he sets it somewhere other than in the little jar he's supposed to put them in. And so then it's everybody's on call to go do the search.
Yeah.
That would That's wonderful.
Well, and it even goes so far as to be able to do a hot and cold kind of thing. So when you get to the address or the place where the hearing aids are, say it's in your home, you get closer, closer, closer. It'll, if the battery's still working, it'll tell you it's right there.
It's right there. Oh, wow. So it's a hearing aid locator.
Yeah.
Holy cow. So there's another reason, though, too, I think, why people need to come in sooner to have their hearing checked. And part of that is how the brain operates. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
There is a relationship between dementia and hearing loss. Now, sometimes it's hard to know, does a person have a hearing loss or do they have dementia?
Okay.
Do they not remember things because they didn't hear them? Or, you know, that kind of thing. So if somebody is thinking that they have some form of dementia, it's very important to get their hearing tested. It's also been proven that that can kind of help slow things down a little bit because you're getting a little bit more stimulation and helping to hear better and communicate better. Communication is a big thing with people with dementia. So that alone is a big reason to go have your hearing tested. You know, even if you're not in the market for a hearing aid, go have your hearing tested. If somebody says you're having a hard time hearing, go have your hearing tested so you at least know if you have a problem.
Right.
There's safety issues involved with this. If somebody has a hearing loss and they don't treat it, they can lose their ability to understand words.
Right.
And so
that's
somebody
a big thing.
yelling directions, you might not understand it as quickly. But also just having the blinker on in your car, if you can't hear that, somebody might think you're going to take a right-hand turn and they'll pull out in front of you and you're going straight because you didn't hear the blinker was on. They think you're turning and you're not.
And you're not, right.
And so people don't understand. It's about safety too. Or hearing a young child in the other room getting into something, if you don't, you know, your grandchildren or your own child doing that, it just makes it harder to get your bearings.
Get your bearings, right. And then the brain has a tendency to forget, right? I mean, if you've had a hearing loss and you haven't gotten that taken care of, doesn't the brain sometimes forget how to understand certain words?
Absolutely.
And that's the really important thing.
Yep, there's a term for that. It's called auditory deprivation.
Okay.
And you can look that up online. There's several articles that prove if you're not hearing and you go about your business without correcting it with hearing aids, yes, you lose the ability to understand the words.
Exactly. And then I don't know if the brain, once you get the hearing aids, is the brain retrained? You know, kind of like when you're an infant and you start to develop and then you start to pick up on language. Does that happen? Does the article address that? Does that happen in older life? Can that come back?
It can up to a certain point. But
Okay.
in general, you've lost it, you've lost it.
You've lost it. Okay. So that's another really important point,
Yes.
too, because you will start to not understand words you're hearing the words, but your brain isn't doing the right translation so that you truly understand what is being said.
Right,
Okay.
right.
All right. So so coming in for a hearing test, tell me how easy that is, because I know it's very easy here.
It's painless. It's painless. Now, you know, my gals at the front, when somebody calls and asks for a hearing test, they ask all kinds of questions. Do you have insurance and all this other stuff? And you might ask, how long is this going to take? They'll say, 45 minutes to an hour. But they say that because they're leaving time for me to discuss hearing aids with you. If you're just wanting the hearing screening and you just want to find out if you have a hearing test or not, it's literally going to take about 5 minutes.
Oh,
and then
really?
you can just say, okay, now I know I have to think about what I want to do, because not everybody that comes into my office is ready to just purchase hearing aids right off the bat.
Right.
And you're not going to get strong-armed. I think some people avoid getting a hearing test because they think, okay, then they're going to make me want to buy something, or that I have to buy something, or I feel obligated. Don't feel obligated. You know, if you just want to know where your hearing is at, give us a call and we can do a test. It's like I said, it's painless,
and
simple.
You have a little booth.
I have a little booth.
And then you go through various commands and whatever. I've seen you do this before when I brought my father in. So
Yeah.
So it really does not take that long, and you really owe it to yourself to know if you are having a hearing issue.
Absolutely, and you owe it to your family. You know, it's very easy for somebody that has a hearing loss to just say, huh, or what, but the people that have to repeat everything all the time, that is annoying. So in a sense, you're buying the hearing aid for your family members, not you.
Right, right. Well, it's for everyone, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Right? It will benefit you the most, but your family members will be so grateful that they don't have to keep repeating.
You said what?
Yeah, really, really. Anything else that you wanted to talk about? Amy, we've got a couple minutes left.
Okay, well, just another little side note. A lot of people might not realize that Medicare supplements like Blue Cross Blue Shield Platinum Blue, they are offering a little supplement for your hearing aids. So,
that's true.
Yeah, Platinum Blue covers $450 a year. So, you know, at the end of the year, you could actually get that doubled. You could buy one at the end of the year and buy the second hearing aid the first part of the year. But check your plan. You know, some of the plans have a little bit of help for that.
Right.
Not a huge amount in general, but yeah.
But it certainly helps, especially if you're concerned about the cost. But I think you have to view it this way. Your hearing is priceless.
Totally.
And it's very difficult to put a dollar amount on hearing. So much of our enjoyment in life is not only visual but auditory as well. And so why would you not want to experience life to the fullest?
I would want to hear everything.
Yeah, exactly.
And I want everyone to hear better.
Okay. All right, Amy. So if they wanted to come in for a hearing test, what should they do?
They should give us a call. In Owatonna, my phone number is 451-3879. You can also look me up on the web. That's amyswainhearingcenters.com. And there's a little S after amyswainhearingcenters.com.
Right. Because you have other offices besides here in Owatonna. Let's tell the audience where those are.
I have 4 locations. They are in Owatonna, Rochester, Austin, and Waseca.
Okay. All right. And you can go on the website and find out what days they're open. Some of your offices aren't open all the time. Owatonna
Correct.
is, though.
Yep.
Monday through Friday. Okay. Well, Amy, thank you so much. Very good information. I hope this spurs on some people who have been having difficulty hearing to come in and at least get their hearing tested. It won't cost you a thing, and there's no obligation.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you so much, Amy. It's always fun to come and visit with you and find out more information about our hearing.
Thank you.
And audience, please stay with us. We will be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Amy Swain Hearing Centers is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Dr. Amy Swain, and I want everyone to hear better.
Recreational fires are allowed within the Owatonna city limits. They must be contained within a fire pit or a device designed for such use, and can be 3 feet in diameter and no more than 3 feet high. They must be 25 feet from a building or combustibles. Only untreated or unpainted woods must be used. Fires must be attended by a person at all times that are capable of extinguishing the fire. This has been a safety tip from the Owatonna Fire Department.
Hi, I'm Betsy Linger from the Owatonna Foundation. Your generosity has made Owatonna a better place to live by benefiting our community, the arts, recreation, and education. Please consider a donation today. The Owatonna Foundation is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
At Triumph Graphics, we think beyond ink. That's why you should make us your source for creative concept, design, print, mail, and web. Check us out today at triumphgraphics.com.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection, and a big welcome to Kate and Cindy. Hello, and nice to have you here.
Hello. Thanks for having us.
I said, we've been having a lot of banter here before and I said this will be crazy. This may take way longer than the 10 minutes that were allotted, or we will just keep running and Leanne will shut us off. Help us to know about this year's Crazy Days. I'm just looking at and we're going to flash the poster in just a little bit, but it sounds like another great event that you've got planned, and you're representing the Owatonna Business Partnership. Is that right?
Correct.
Good. So, Kate, tell us about first of all, just briefly, the Owatonna Business Partnership.
Well, I became a part of the group just last year. Actually, I've been the secretary for it, and am moving out of that position coming up in August. But it's a really great group of local business owners and managers and some of the employees, just people really looking to get involved in the community and some of the events that happen here. Anytime something happens, obviously somebody has to plan it. I don't think a lot of people think about all the work that goes into that on that backside. Sure. So it's been really great to get to know some of the other business owners, like Cindy at Central Park Framing and Fines.
And you're part of a family business.
Yes.
Yeah. Corporate recognition downtown.
Yes.
And then Cindy.
Yes.
As you've already been. Crazy Cindy, I think. You're perfect for this event, I think. Your business?
Central Park Framing and Fines.
Okay. And talk about the fines. I guess framing has a kind of already, we know that. But what's a fine?
The fines are things I like. Calling it fines allows me to go in any direction. But I have a lot of home goods, floral things, great lines of greeting cards, ready-made picture frames in addition to the custom picture frames, and some occasional furniture pieces as well.
All right. And where are you located?
110 West Broadway.
All right.
The north side of Central Park.
North side. So just from the corner, not far from the corner of Linden or of Cedar and Broadway.
Correct.
And corporate recognition, we should say, is on the corner of...
We used to be right across the street from her, but Straight River Rug Cooking is in there now. So we actually just moved around the corner. We're at 125 West Bridge.
Oh, Bridge Street.
And just down from Mizuki Fusion, Clifton Larson Allen, then us.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, that's good. Little demographic stuff. But let's talk about the events that are coming up for, first of all, July 27th through 29th. Right? Lead us through those 3 days. What are some of the headliners and some of the other things that are going to happen?
Well, there is definitely a lot going on. It would be impossible to read even all the stuff that's on the poster, so look for those around town. But a couple of the highlights, we're going to have a dunk tank. So there's going to be community members in there, such as Mayor Tom Kuntz and some of your county commissioners, other kind of celebrities from Owatonna. Also looking to kind of do over the lunch hour on Thursday a Dunk Your Boss. Wow. So if you want to nominate your boss, not in a mean way, but some just really fun things to get everybody out. And then on Friday, we've done a lot of work. The Kitty Parade used to be on Thursday. We moved it to Friday for a couple of reasons. So now Friday is just branded as Kids Day. And there is a ton of stuff going on that day. And we're going to get some teachers and coaches in the dunk tank. There's Parks and Rec is doing a little bit of a nomination for that right now.
Cool. All right. Evening events, Cindy, what sorts of things are going on for the evening?
Well, Thursday, of course, the morning kicks off with the Crazy Days, the Crazy Sales. And then Thursday evening is really community night. We're branding it as community night. We're inviting, we started with the mayor and city council, county commissioners, all of law enforcement, fire department, local businesses, everybody, all the public, everybody is welcome. And we start off with a car show from 5 to 7.
Where's that going to
on
be?
Cedar Block, the first couple hundred blocks of Cedar
going north
Avenue.
On Cedar.
Going north on Cedar. We will have a melon feed and bust right on the north side of Central Park. So look for that.
The melon feed,
Melon feed, watermelon
bus.
and cantaloupe. The
We'll
bust
figure out
is
the
the
bust.
fun part. It implies things breaking, which of course.
Do I hear
fun.
Gallagher here? Or is
Well, I don't know that we'll have any big trebuchets or anything, but we will have some fun events around breaking.
But we're going to have cattle tanks full of water and ice, and Fairway is
melon.
going to be donating some melons for that, just to provide for free for the public.
Neat. Yeah.
Yeah, and also at that same time, we're going to have canvas painting in Central Park. Acrylics and Corks is doing a class, so you can sign up at OwatonnaBusinessPartnership.com.
All right. Yeah. So that we got things. How far up Cedar?
We don't require registration beforehand, so we don't know for sure.
Oh, okay. But I mean,
So as
the
many
events you're
cars,
going to block off.
up through the 300 block.
Okay.
So up to Rose Street
Up
will
to
be
Rose,
blocked
yeah.
off. Yep.
All right.
Yep. The cross streets will still be open. So Vine and Pearl will still be open, but then Rose Street is the end of where it's blocked off.
Yeah. So
Yep.
and then into Central Park,
Yep.
right? Right. And how about then? You mentioned Broadway and Bridge. Are we going anywhere there too?
Yeah, well, I always put stuff out for Crazy Days in front of my shop, which is on Broadway. The Little Professor has always got things out on the west side of the park there, on the west side of Park Square. So there's other businesses beyond right on Cedar. However, because there are less retail stores, even though the business storefronts are fuller than they've been, they're not all retail stores.
Yeah.
So we've invited other outlying retail businesses to bring in their wares to sell for Crazy Days.
Sure.
Along with a couple other great activity things.
Okay.
So.
Well, are you able to talk about some of those great activity things?
It's top secret, but we'll blow it open right here.
All right.
The U.S. Army is bringing a activity adventure trailer in, so that's kind of fun. They will have a space on the 200 block of Cedar and be open there. And then I believe Kate lined up another activity.
It's a bungee trampoline obstacle course. So they had a couple options, either 4 bungee trampolines or 1 bungee trampoline with this tower that you can climb. So that's going to be on the 200 block of Cedar, and it's going to be awesome. People will be events in Central Park all the time, and they'll just walk all the way down Cedar for all the shops that are going to be out and activities right on the 200 block.
I got to ask about food.
Food. We have 11
I'm not
food
doing
vendors.
a bungee, but I might eat.
Yeah. We have 11 food vendors, and they will for sure be in Central Park, around Central Park, Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
Some of them may hang around on Saturday, but we are partnering a bit with the Arts Festival, Art on the Hills.
Oh, sure.
So some of them will be jumping over here to the West Hills on Saturday and Sunday.
All right. When does it start again on Thursday?
Well, the
when?
sales start early in the morning.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
People are always chomping at the bit to come out for those.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. As soon as the shops get out and about, I know my business usually is out at about 8. I don't know. How about you?
Yeah,
About 8.
So all
Some
of
are
this,
open earlier.
all of the things that you want to have on the sale, they'll have out, and people can come and look. And then Saturday it closes.
Kind of.
Friday.
No,
Saturday. Okay.
Saturday.
When on Saturday does it close? At about?
After the Minnesota Sings competition,
And that'll be when?
Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock.
Oh, okay. So it is going to be like a full
kind of
3
all
days.
day,
then.
yes,
Thursday,
absolutely.
Friday, Saturday. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Maybe it would be not so bad right now. Why don't we share your poster, just so people have a chance to, because the multicolored thing, it's really attractive, and so folks can take a peek at as they're walking in. Look at sometimes a door. You go in a door and you got all these
Right.
posters and miss them. We don't just look at them.
So one of the things that's not on the poster is it's not just cakewalk. So you mentioned food vendors. All of our local eateries are. Oh, you want to talk and hear me? All of our local eateries have been asked and are contributing, and we are doing a cakewalk, although it's not just cake that will be given away as the prizes. So lots of the local downtown eateries are contributing. So that'll be a fun activity.
Yeah.
Doesn't cost much to participate, but you have a chance to win some great local food too.
Oh yeah. How about other prizes? Other things? Are there going to be drawings for?
We do have a couple events that are going on, such as the Kitty Parade.
Yeah.
If you participate in that, there will be prizes for best dressed. There's a theme, superhero theme for that.
all right.
So that kicks off at 10:30 on Friday. So all the kids can walk in the parade. I know there's going to be a couple local mascots around too as well, coming with them.
Like Steely, maybe? Or
Yeah,
Stella, yeah.
Yep, so if the kids dress up in the superhero theme, there's going to be some prizes for that. There's a couple daycares that are doing it as a group.
There's a crazy hair competition.
Yes. Yeah, that's immediately following the parade, actually. And Remax Venture is sponsoring all the prizes for that. So I'm not sure what they are, but I'm sure that they will be great.
What is a crazy hair competition?
just get some crazy hair. Last year we had it so that a salon and a business partner together, and a salon would do a kid's hair, and then you'd pay in $15 to help with the prizes. And there were judges, I think it was the Chamber of Commerce last year, were the judges for the event, and some of them had like blue hair coming through a water bottle, so it looked like it was just kind of trickling down. It was really, really interesting.
Well, I have to ask about weather before we close up. Any rain or shine, right?
It can't be worse than the past. So it's going to be good, I'm sure.
Yeah, okay, good. Well, we'll just keep that in mind. But seriously, if it rains, I mean, we'll do what we can, right? Over the 3 days. All right.
Yep.
Got it. Okay, well, good. Well, it's going to be a wonderful opportunity once again to get down and see everything. And thanks for being here to share all of that with us. We had fun, which we should have. Good. And thanks to you for being with us today. And we'll pause now for some words from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back. So please don't go away.
Hi, my name is Dave Efforts with TPS Insurance. We're here to handle all your insurance needs. We are a very proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection, and time now for some community announcements. The third annual Gus's Station Car Show and Fundraiser will be held on July 22nd of 2017. Registration at 8 a.m., showtime 8:30 a.m. till noon at the Steele County History Center. $5 registration fee for vehicles and free admission for attendees. 8:30 to 10:30 a.m. breakfast, and there's voting and trophy presentation, and then at 12:30 it all closes up. So, but at any rate, a good cause at the Fairgrounds Gus's Station Car Show. Penny George Institute for Health and Healing at the Owatonna Hospital has expanded its retail services by adding healing touch and wellness coaching. To learn more about programs and services at Owatonna Hospital, Penny George Institute Outpatient Clinic, visit alinahealth.org or make an appointment at 507-977-2828. The next Wine, Women, and Golf event for the beginner or non-golfer will be Wednesday, July 26th at Brooktree Golf Course from 3 o'clock to 4:30. A $15 fee includes 3 holes of golf, 1 helper, and a glass of wine. Finally, be our guest, and I think we all know about these, is that we have free meals available each week at Owatonna at various locations. Tuesdays, St. Vincent's Table at St. Joe's Catholic Church, serving 5:30 to 7 o'clock p.m. Wednesday, Bethel Community Supper at Bethel Baptist, serving 5 to 6. And on Sunday, Meals of Hope at Trinity Lutheran, serving from 5 to 6:15. And that's going to take care of it for today. Please come back on Wednesday when we will have the Humane Society's Pet Adoption Day and an update from Owatonna Public Utilities. Thanks for being with us. We look forward to having you back on Wednesday.